Our rebounding margin, this is very, we had put an emphasis on rebounding, and that was a big key for us. And we had that advantage going into halftime. In the third quarter, they came out and grabbed those multiple offensive rebounds in a row, and it gave them a tremendous energy boost. They've scored points off of it and really put us in a deficit. So that's the biggest number that jumps out to me is the rebounding, because that's a controllable.
What about turnovers? I feel like that's kind of controllable as well. How do you address that in practice to kind of bring that number down a bit?
I mean, we work on press offense. We work here, and I'm not making excuses. I don't make excuses. We are playing the hand that we are dealt with. One of the top point guards in the conference is sitting out, and I'm okay with that, because we have to work with what we have, and that's what we've been doing. And so would it help maybe cut down some of these 27 turnovers if we had an experienced point guard? Possibly, but we don't. So it's a controllable, but to a certain extent, not really, because you have to play the hand that you're dealt with. So once again, I'd like to really applaud Grayson Bright. I just felt like 3 assists to 2 turnovers in 32 minutes, and this is a kid who's a wing. She's a wing, and she's playing point guard in the Big 12 against pressure, great pressure. And she had 3 assists to 2 turnovers in 32 minutes, playing out of position. So 27 turnovers might jump out to you, but 3 assists to 2 turnovers in 32 minutes jumps out to me.
Kind of speak to the team's mentality now as you kind of move to the middle of Big 12 play. How are the girls?
Well, right now they're very upset because we lost a game. But tomorrow's a whole new day full of whole new opportunities.
Looking at the first and fourth quarters, there's a 1-point differential. What was it that changed or kind of went wrong in the second and third that kind of let them stretch that lead a little bit?
Yeah, so in the second quarter, there was that little stretch. I think I had to call a timeout, but there was that little stretch where we got away from the process. And the process for us is the number one key to our process is playing hard. And we got away from that. They beat us back in transition a couple times. We didn't make hard cuts, so we turned the ball over. So we got away from the process. Then we finished the second quarter strong. And then the third quarter, we came out and the emphasis at halftime was to start the third quarter the way that we started the game. Obviously, that didn't happen. I'm really proud of the way that we finished, however. I'm really proud of the kids that we put in there to get us back to the process, and they did that. Ayanna, Lauren. Lauren Harrison is a walk-on for us. Angel is a seldom-used freshman. So we put those guys in there to kind of regroup us, and they did that. And that's growth for our program and where we're at. That's growth. It's really encouraging.
You kind of coach with enthusiasm to the end. Maybe not this game, but do you feel like every moment's kind of a turning point for this program right
Absolutely. now? I'm about win the day, and the only way you can win the day is by winning minutes. And so there's nothing that's more important than the moment that you're in. So, yes, I am who I am, and I am always going to coach, whether we're up 20, down 20, you're going to get consistency from me. I think consistency and authenticity are the 2 most important components of anyone's brand. And so if I'm defeated, if I'm sitting down when I don't usually sit down, if I'm not still encouraging, then what message am I sending to the players? So regardless of the score, you're going to get consistency, and that's what we're striving for as a team.
Did you feel like you saw progress tonight?
I did. I really did. And on the surface, you're like, really? You guys lost by 21. What sort of progress is that? But I did see progress because I know where we were a week ago. I know the things that I was having to coach and coax a week ago, and so I saw great progress tonight.
Do you think there's a chance that could have been Rousseau's last game, out?
I'm not really sure. It's day by day, and so I'll get an update after the game I'll get an update tomorrow on her progress.
With the team kind of facing adversity, what girl kind of has really stuck out to you as the team battles through this and keeps trying to improve?
Grayson. And not because she's a great leader or because she's vocal, but just the fact that she's willing to stretch herself, to be uncomfortable. And what she's doing is she's growing. She's growing in so many ways, yeah, as a player, but also as a young woman. And that has really stood out to me, and I'm really proud of her. Jada, what you saw tonight was a senior who played like a senior. She played with a sense of desperation and a sense of urgency, and she's really stepped up and emerged as a leader throughout this whole ordeal that we've experienced in the last week or so. So I'm just those two kids. I mean, I could go down the list and find each kid in some sort of way in which they've stepped up or in which they've grown. But those two, for whatever reasons, really stand out to me.
Speaking on Jada too, you obviously know her a lot better than I do, but it looks like she's taking the emotion of this adversity and really trying to throw it into her game. Could you agree to that a little bit?
I agree with you 100%, and I just said it, and I'll say it again. She's playing like a senior, and there's two types of seniors. There are the seniors who check out. I can't wait for this is over, and no more curfew. Get to do what I want to do. And then there are those seniors that play with a sense of urgency, and they know that today is more important than 2 tomorrows. And so Jada has really emerged as that senior.
I mean, she's a great player. I mean, and they started double, triple teaming me. But like you said, I still had 6'11", but I feel like I did good, but as a team, we didn't.
When you have that pressure on you, does it kind of give you more drive to want to be more aggressive offensively?
Yes, that's why I told her do not take me out, and I played the whole 4th quarter because I know that my team needed me to be on the court because I was scoring, and that's what I needed to do to provide for my team to win. So yes, it does.
How much of that motivation directly comes from the coach that's sitting just to your right?
I mean, it comes a lot, but also it comes from within as well. And also with me, I just know not because I was playing well, but it's because this is my job as a senior is to play hard every game. Because like you said, I only have 2 months left.
Is that something that you're thinking about a lot, though? I mean, are you almost counting down, the number of games that you have here at home and the number of games that are going to be in your senior season?
I mean, not necessarily, but eventually, my last game or last home game is going to come. So yes and no.
As a leader, would you say you more lead by example, with tonight putting up 18 points, team high, or would you say you're more vocal, so to speak?
I mean, honestly, I think I lead by example. I'm not really a vocal person, but I speak when I need to.